I'm Jennifer Howie-Broome. I'm 45 years old. I was born in Trenton, Michigan on October 26, 1970. My parents are Tom and Sharon Howie. They've been married for 46 years, and they are the most dysfunctional couple that you will ever meet in your life. You truly have to appreciate them for sticking it out sometimes. I'm the single mother of 3 redheaded sons. Nathan, my oldest son, is 24. He's always been a challenge, headstrong, and definitely a parent's nightmare at times. Thank God he does not live at home with me. He has a great job, and I give his fiance, Brooke, a lot of credit for putting up with him. Andrew, my middle son, is 22 years old. What can I say about Andrew other than he's perfect? He's every parent's dream. He is easygoing, helpful, loving. He has recently graduated from Wayne State University. He has a degree in biochemical engineering, and his next path in life is medical school. He's been waitlisted in the United States at 3 schools and is applying currently for the DO programs. His goal is to get into Meharry and specialize in cardiology. Jacob, my youngest, is 17 years old. He just graduated this week. He's my baby, even though he's 6 foot tall. He is very much a combination of my 2 children. He can be a very headstrong but very loving child. His future includes going to Wayne State University for a degree in computer sciences or possibly pursuing a degree in law. Nathan, my challenge child, has 2 daughters, Ellie and Adeline. And what they say about grandparenting is true. It's the best thing in the world. Parenting, it can be a little rough, but grandparenting, that's a lot different. You get to break all the rules, make a dirty house, give them candy. I don't go a day or 2 without seeing my girls. And I love them and spoil them rotten and send them home to their mom and dad. I have a sister, Stephanie. She's 11 years younger than I am. She has always been very important in my life. In the last 3 years, she's been a very strong support and rock for me. If you heard the single parent part at the beginning of my speech, that's a rather current event in my life that occurred when my ex-husband decided he didn't want to be married anymore. We were the couple that everybody was envious of. We did everything together. We had great vacations, we golfed, we went on family trips that included Key West and North Carolina, and we just had a dream. His doctor termed it a midlife crisis. It was very, very painful. The death of a marriage isn't easy to cope with, and I can say at times I didn't cope with it the best, but I did. Anxiety and depression followed that, and I really had a hard time dealing with that, but made it through it. It's a really long, painful topic. Maybe another speech, another day. My hobbies are riding a motorcycle, boating, gardening, reading, spending time with my family. Just kind of a laid-back person. I like to do whatever kind of comes on to my plate. I am currently a registered nurse, completing my Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing at University of Detroit here in Michigan. Nursing was a choice I made at the age of 10. Everybody always thought I was going to be a teacher. I used to line my stuffed animals and dolls up and have a chalkboard, and I would give them report cards and punishment if they didn't do their homework. I had papers that they had to write, and I would read them books. I was an avid reader at that age, so I always just thought I would go into teaching. That all changed when, at 10 years of age, I had my tonsils taken out and went into the hospital. Well, I couldn't sleep at night, so the nurse on nights put me in a wagon and pulled me around the unit and did her rounds. And I got to see pediatric kids and different things, and I thought, man, I really like this nursing thing. And since that age of 10, I decided nursing was the thing for me, and I've never regretted that decision. I never looked back and thought anything different. Nursing is a love for me. As a nurse, it gives you the opportunity to specialize in many different areas that some people don't have that opportunity in their career. I've worked in a med-surg unit, a labor and delivery unit for 22 years, and currently I'm the clinical coordinator for a venous access team. Labor and delivery will always have my heart. It's a passion for me. Helping another human being deliver a baby isn't always easy. You don't always have the happy ending that people talk about. Some babies die during birth. Some mothers die during birth. There are days when you walk out of there mentally and physically exhausted. But it's rewarding because you never can express how that bond is with you and a patient. Why would I leave a field that I love so much in labor and delivery? That was a suggestion from my ex-husband, and probably the best and last gift he ever gave me. Change is difficult. I've grown so much in the role of venous access team coordinator. I feel satisfied and successful, and like I can spread my wings a little bit here, and I really have done well, I think. Going back to school at the age of 42, now that was a change, challenge, and a shock. Technology is not my strong suit. The fact that my 11-year-old nephew had to call me and say, "Aunt Jenny, I'm going to help you learn how to upload this video to YouTube," is not something I'm proud of. That is why I would encourage all my fellow students, anybody at the young age, to finish school. You get caught up in life and you get busy and you don't even realize that technology is way beyond what you used to know in high school or in college. I, at the beginning of school, didn't even know how to copy and paste, and here I am in my last semester. As I said, for me, life has been full of changes and challenges in the last 3 years. Some painful, some surprising, and some unbelievable at times. The unbelievable is that my high school ex-sweetheart, when he heard that I was getting a divorce, called me and said just to talk and wanted to check up on me and see how I was doing. And his wife had died from breast cancer about 8 years ago. He's the single dad of 3 daughters, Noelle, Taylor, and Cassidy, and their personalities are about the same as my 3 kids, which can be a challenge. When he called me to check on me, he asked me out for coffee, and my reply was, no, I was not ready to jump in the lake of dating. James, his name, replied, when you do, I want to hold your towel. He is corny, really corny. He says stuff like this all the time. He's been holding my hand pretty much since that day, and my towel. And at the end of the day, you look at the dash in your life, and you wonder if you're ever going to have that happy ending, and I'm starting to think maybe that's around the corner for me. Thank you, and have a good day.